All right, I want to ask you, Raul, about the question of the law here. This isn't just about practice or culture. This is a legal question.
Right, and I think when many people read their article, a common response is to just think, well, these students should go to the police. But actually, under our existing law, under Title IX, that the government requires that the government looks at these type of cases as a form of sexual discrimination. So it requires the schools to handle these things through their internal process. And as we're now seeing, their internal processes usually are designed to protect the school's reputation. And even as we're talking about UVA here, I mean, when you see the list,
not just
it's
UVA.
not just UVA, and nor is it just what you. Sure, there are some schools on the list that are being the list of schools being investigated by the government. Some of the schools, maybe you can say, like Arizona State or University of Colorado or Boulder, maybe they're considered party schools, but there are plenty of schools on that list: Catholic University, Dartmouth, Princeton, Harvard, even Harvard Law School, that are not quote unquote the party schools. So it's not just UVA, and it's not just these party schools. It's widespread.
And when you bring up the party thing, this is so important, because the response has been we saw November 22nd that the University of Virginia has decided to suspend all fraternities until January. Of course, most students are not even on campus most of December. But the thing, I think the second most painful after the hold its leg for me was this. The three friends launched into a heated discussion about the social price of reporting Jackie's rape. Detached Jackie listened as Cindy prevailed over the group. She's going to be the girl who cried rape and will never be allowed into any frat party again. And here's the thing, they're not wrong. It's, on the one hand, it's appalling. On the other hand, they're not wrong. And that social sanction is a powerful one at 18. And I'm sitting there thinking, these kids are 3 weeks into college. This can't be the first time they've encountered this. How far back does this go into high school?
Well, I would say that social sanction is a powerful thing at any age, not just at 18, at any age. Before I say anything else, I have to thank you, Sabrina, for writing this. I think you've done a tremendous act of public service, and I'm genuinely very, very grateful.
Thank you.
It is hard to read an article like this and avoid the conclusion that we live in a culture that hates women, just hates us. It's hard to read an article like this and conclude that the men in this culture, boys and men in this culture, are raised to see women as not just less than them, but in some cases as less than human. But one thing really stood out to me, which is the statistic about how boys and men in frats are 3 times more likely to commit sexual violence. But I think, as Raul says, you know what, I just used a euphemism there, and I shouldn't do that. They are 3 times more likely to commit rape. And I think Raul makes a really interesting point. This is not just about party schools. And I think at our peril, it would be at our peril to pretend that this is just a frat problem. Yes, it happens at frats and football teams, but it also happens on the chess team and at dance companies. This is not just a frat problem. This is an American problem.
The president of Lincoln University just resigned after sort of these comments in which he diminished or blamed the victim around rape and sexual assault. Then your piece, is there any university that is setting a standard, that is a model for addressing this better?
I would say that so far, no college has really emerged as being a leader in this field. I think that they're all scrambling to get their act together and figure out how exactly to deal with this situation. But I do think that we are on the cusp of some kind of cultural change, and the reason for saying that is just the idea that we are listening to these rape victims for the very first time. I mean, that is a huge shift. I mean, between, as you were saying, the Catholic Church, military rape, sexual assault on college campuses, Bill Cosby, all of these things, they all have a certain through line, and that is that we as a society are finally beginning to talk about rape and give credibility to rape victims and be willing to listen to them for the first time.
Again, having grown up at UVA, I wish that the answer was that UVA was setting a standard. They have a single sanction honor code. It infused all of our life in Charlottesville, and the idea that there is no honor in this moment is hard. It's awful. Thank you to Sabrina Erdely and to Chloe Angyal, also to Salamisha Tillett. Raul is going to be back in the next hour. Coming up next, a new demonstration gets underway in Ferguson, Missouri, and we're going to go there live. Also, it's still Thanksgiving weekend, so we're just going to try to lighten up just a little bit, and we're going to talk a bit about food and race and culture and identity. Maybe that's not that light. There's more Nerdland at the top of the hour.